What a puzzling circumstance. Hello everybody, Jordan here, the PH is silent, and I'm back with another DM's Guild supplement, 3 actually, that I wanted to review. Today we're going to be looking at Puzzles, Predicaments, and Perplexities, volumes 1, 2, and 3. These are all written by the same group of people, but they made 3 different volumes of them, and it's a whole bunch of fun puzzles and traps and stuff that you can use in any dungeon, really. Real quick before we get started, I do want to say that there is affiliate links down below, and if you use the code puzzling at checkout, you can save 10% off $10 or more of digital community content. So each of these PDFs, $5. If you get all of them, that's $15. You can save 10% by entering the code puzzling. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, Puzzles, Predicaments, and Perplexities. This is Volume 1. This is Volume 2, Electric Boogaloo. And this is Puzzles, Predicaments, and Perplexities, Volume 3, The Return of the King. So this is pretty straightforward. You got, 42 pages, 52 pages, and 33 pages of puzzles. Now, specifically in Volumes 2 and 3, they actually go into this section up here called the Guidelines Determining Perplexity, Easy, Medium, and Hard. So an easy puzzle can be solved through just persistence. So that's good if your players are persistent. They will eventually get it because everything is right in front of them. They just need to follow the clues and pay attention. Medium puzzles probably have more investigation needed. They have to look beyond the obvious is what he says here. And then hard puzzles are just that. They're more difficult puzzles. You're going to have to do some intricate parts to really get it moving forward. And then they offer later on a way, and a really cool picture of Mask here, but they offer later on a way to kind of scale it up and down for how difficult your party is. I don't know if I would do this for tier 1, 2, 3, and 4 necessarily, because to me a puzzle is a puzzle. But if you want to, you can increase the DC to kind of make it more challenging for your players. But I think like an easy puzzle should probably have an easy DC, and a medium puzzle should probably have a medium DC, rather than like if you're level 10, then I'm going to up your DC because it's just more fun. But that's a personal thing for me, so you can take that or leave that. The original Perplexities is $5 on DM's Guild. Perplexities 2 is a $5 PDF, but they also have some soft cover. I wish we could bundle all 3 of these together. That would be great. And then last but not least, Perplexities 3 is also $5. So $5 for each of these. You can get the second one, which is the largest of 50 pages, as a print on demand if you so desire. So the triangle lock is a door. And I don't want to summarize too much, but like a triangle, this lock is like a big door that has these 4 lock mechanisms on it. And what I enjoyed about this is there's a way for them to go through and find all of these different keyholes that will then unlock these giant 4 blocks. So there's like 4 big locks, but a whole bunch of keyholes that will then trigger the unlocking of said locks. And it kind of comes into this abracadabra triangle lock solution thing that he has created down here. But I think it's just A's and B's. But one thing I really enjoyed about this is when you have a thief in there, the thief is going to see lock picks or key locks, and they're going to want to pick the lock. And you can do this. So the door can't be opened by magical means, but a thief or somebody proficient with thieves' tools can pick the lock. If you do the correct one in the right order, you will be 100% great with a DC 12. But if you do it in the incorrect order, you get shocked and very bad things happen to you. So this is kind of fun because you could scatter a lot of the information out, and maybe they recover like 80% of it. They figured out the order, but you just need the thief to go through and kind of finish the solution. So not only is it a puzzle, but you also get to have that rogue kind of shine in this particular instance. Perplexities 2. This is very much the same layout, except they've kind of extrapolated on puzzle difficulty and stuff. The one that I really enjoyed was the Skeleton Court. So this one could be an encounter if they fail. There are 3 skeletons. The one on the left has ruby eyes, the one on the right has emerald eyes, and the one in the middle has a emerald and a ruby eye. And they each have these 3 chests in front of them. And as players are exploring the room, and there's a dead body over one of the chests. So like if you mess up, you're gonna get hurt somehow. So exploring the room, the players can discern that each of the chests in front of these skeletons has been moved. And they probably need to be moved in some new orientation in front of the skeletons. We don't really know what that is yet. On the dead person in the room is a broken spyglass or a magnifying glass that will it will cast the X-ray spell, or it's like a magnifying glass of X-ray, so you can see through one of the boxes, but when you do that, it will break. So of the 3 boxes, you can only see through one. And so the challenge here is, how do I look at just one and know which one it needs to go to, and then I still have 2 more, and is it like a 50-50 chance, or could I figure it out? The solution to this is pretty straightforward, but I feel it's one of those that will really catch up your players. You really need to emphasize that all of the chests have been moved at some point. So if you examine one, really the one in the center, then you will see, this one belongs here. And then that since every one of them has been moved, the other 2 need to be swapped out so that everyone has changed positions. It's simple, but I like the room of these 3 skeletons, and just like we have to figure out what's in these boxes. There's going to be that point where it's like, well, I want to open the box and steal the rubies or the emeralds. And then lots of potential for skeletons rising up and attacking said person. The Shatter Sword from Puzzles, Predicaments, and Perplexities 3 was the one that kind of caught my eye, because you have this poem right here that the players will discover a scroll, has this on it, and then there are 6 pieces of this sword kind of scattered about. And the cool thing is, like, that could be scattered across the world, or that could be scattered in the dungeon, or they could be in the room and you just need to find them. It kind of depends how much of a quest you want this puzzle to be. So after they find all of this, they need to go through the poem and kind of figure out the steps of doing it. And apparently there are 9 steps here. And this one is tricky because the poem could really throw off people. The solution at times, I feel, gives the players a generous amount of, they'll totally know what this is, but a lot of players won't. The good thing about this is there are hints and tips. And so I will say, like, if your players are very stumped, doing some really good nature checks or just a straight intelligence check or an arcana check or history check could really bring together, okay, it probably means this. And then from there, they can kind of figure it out. This is a longer one that I feel will take a little bit longer for them to kind of go through and figure out what is going on. When they finish, they'll have a sword. It says here that it is the reforged sword of Zooples, but really you could make this any kind of cool magic sword that might be pertinent to your campaign. So I should also mention that in this last one, we do have some adventures here that they've kind of put in to utilize some of these puzzles and stuff. So there's the long forgotten adventures of Sir Kennard and trials of the Bearwalker clan. Oh yeah, what is the reforged sword of Zooples here? Long sword requires attunement, very rare. As an attack action, you can activate the sword split shard attack. The blade splits into 6 separate pieces along its reforged seams. The pieces fly through the air, doing damage to the chosen target up to 30 feet away, and then reform back on the sword. Choose up to 6 targets and make a single melee weapon attack roll. On a hit, a shard deals 1d4 plus 1 piercing damage. These shards all strike simultaneously, and you can direct them to hit one or several targets. And then, it kind of levels up. At 10th level, you get 1d6, 15th, 1d8. Spirit Shard has up to 6 charges and regains 1d6 charges at dawn. What happens? I would say that if it uses all of the charges, then it breaks again. You'd have to reforge it. But that's actually a really cool weapon. Very Thor 4 Mjolnir. Super cool. Spoilers. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Puzzles, Predicaments, and Perplexities from Wizard Sleeve Studios. I do recommend all three of these. If I was going to get one, it might be Puzzles, Predicaments, and Perplexities 3, but I really like print-on-demand stuff, so the soft cover of the second one might be the way to go. PDF plus soft cover, 20 bucks. Let me know if you use puzzles in your game. I'm hit or miss with puzzles. Some players really like them, some people don't. And I personally enjoy giving out puzzles to players, but when I'm on the receiving end of a riddle, it never seems to work out in my favor. But there you go. I think this is a great resource. I would definitely check it out. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I'll probably put a playlist somewhere around here of more DM's Guild supplements that I really enjoy. And I think you also would enjoy. I'm hoping to do more of these in the future, so if you have any recommendations, let me know. I will see you all in the next video.